What's up, guys? It's Carson back from Toxic Gaming with our apparently Carson wants to battle or whatever wants to battle video. This video tag thing was created by Keeper Toby. Shouts to him. He'll have his links down below to his YouTube and Twitter. I'm looking because I gotta make sure I have the right stuff. But shoutouts to him for making this stuff. Shout out to Chespin Jr. 98, I believe is what it is. His links will be down below. He made the GFX for it and everything. You can download it. Everybody down there who is tagged from my video. And shout out to Beck, who tagged me and said some really nice things. Go check out her video. Follow her down below too. That'll all be down there. And basically, if you don't know what the wants to battle thing is, it's basically just me sitting here answering some questions, doing shit like that. And let's get right into this, shall we? Question number one: how did you get that mascot? My mascot is Venusaur, Mega Venusaur, you know, / Mega Venusaur, whatever. Basically just because the Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur line back in the first generations I loved using. I remember, I think I've talked about this a little bit, I might have talked about it before, but I remember first game I ever played was Pokemon Yellow, and you know you don't get the normal starters in that game normally. So I played through it and I got to Cerulean City, and I got Bulbasaur. How you can get in that game is the way you can get him is the fact of having a Pikachu with like max happiness or pretty close to it, and you get the Bulbasaur given to you. Well, I got it given to me the first time I played the game, beat the gym, did all that, and then I couldn't get out of fucking Cerulean City. I was a 9-year-old kid. How the hell was I supposed to know there was a hole in the back of a house to walk through? I didn't fucking know what that was. It was the first game I ever played in my life. So what I ended up doing was restarting the game all the way back to the beginning. Played through it again. This time, though, I kind of like sped through it because I knew what I was doing. The first time, you know, you take a lot of time because you're learning the game. And my Pikachu didn't have its happiness to where it needed to be to get that Bulbasaur. When I got to that point, I couldn't get the Bulbasaur. I thought I fucked up. Completely fucked up. I'm pretty sure I actually cried to my mom about it. She had no idea what the fuck I was talking about, but I was cried to her because I was a little kid feelings hurt. But yeah, basically it's just because I was so happy to get that Bulbasaur, and I later down the line, once I figured out what the hell I was doing, I always would choose Bulbasaur the first 3 starters. I loved using Venusaur. Whenever I choose a starter in a game, it's usually like, before I even know what they are, it's either the grass type. If the grass type's not very good, it's the water type. If the water type's not very good, it's the fire type. That's how I usually go about it. But that's kind of how I got the mascot. It just seemed to fit because it was one of my favorites. And I'm not going to say my top favorite because I don't know if I have a top favorite, but it was one of my favorites at the time I was creating the channel. So yeah. Second question: respond to your most popular comments. I looked at this and I saw this, and I don't really get on any of my videos much comments on it. Most of the battle videos are just like, oh, you know, good game, you know, stuff like that. But really, one of the only comments I actually got that I remember responding to the most was some of the hype comments from the Chronicles of Kilgore Let's Play. It was a lot of people, or from the original trailer of that first episode, and people loving that trailer. It was my first attempt at a trailer, and I was proud of it, and I was glad that other people actually were proud of it. I had one of my friends, Uber Arsenal, I don't remember what is his real name? I think it's Daniel. I think that's what it is. But anyway, he helped me with the music on that one, and it fit great. And I was really proud of that. And those first comments on that really boosted the entire confidence for that series. So I would say that would be the most popular comment. There's really not many popular comments I've gotten from them. So, what is your best Pokemon moment of 2015? Well, I can honestly say the best moment I think I've had from 2015 that involved Pokemon was getting asked and into the PIC. I met a lot of great people there: Jim, Dan, Judy, Fuzz, Draco, Trav, Eshlet. A lot of guys there who I've made pretty good friends with some of them. And I would like to get to know more of them. I'd like to get to know more people. It was my first introduction into the League format, and I love now playing League format games, and I'm pretty sad that it's coming to an end, you know. You do. That was probably the best moment, just because I don't know exactly how to say it, but it was like I actually was now part of something in the community, not just myself doing me over here in the corner. I was now part of something else, and that was one of my happiest moments in 2015 for that. Question 4: what do you think the next mainstream Pokemon game will be, and why? I think about this question a lot. I love thinking about theories of things, and if you follow me on Twitter, you see some of my crazy ideas that I just think of at the middle of the night. One of the Pokemon games that I would guess would be coming, as we've kind of seen would be coming, would be a Pokemon Z game. it seems to only make sense with how they're setting up the Mega Evolution specials, with how they're setting up the movies. It's the only thing that seems to make real sense. I don't see them going on to Gen 4 right now as the next games, because we still would need to... We'll time out nerdy thing here. If you know anything about the Pokemon like multiverse theory there is the fact that like the first 2 generations are in its own little universe, then a parallel universe of Gen 3 and 4 and 5, and then a third parallel universe of Gen 6. If you know anything about that, then you know what that is. But if you don't, basically it separates those games that way. And the whole Zinnia backstory, the end credits thing from Oras, basically kind of tries to prove it, tries to hint at it more. And so if they try to bring Generation 4 from one universe into another, they have to somehow explain Mega Evolution. And I feel like we would need a Pokemon Z, like the trio to Pokemon X and Y, before we get that. I feel like they would have to have more story elements pointing to Sinnoh rather than just making a Sinnoh game and putting Mega Evolutions in it, or even not having them in it at all, which would be disastrous. But I would think Z more than Generation 4 as of right now. They could, you know, Gen 1's coming to Virtual Console, so they could remake Gen 1. That's something. But I doubt it. Now that they're making it to Virtual Console, pretty much, to me, guarantees that we won't get another, like a second Gen 1 remake for a while. But before I drag that question out any longer, let's move on to the next one. Question 5, what can your viewers expect in 2016? Now, this is something I'm actually kind of on the fence about myself. In the past few days, the past week, I've been really trying to figure out where we want to go and what we want to do now that we're at 100 subscribers and things like that, which still thank you for all that. There was a thank you video if you missed it. But I know I want to get into more games. It's the time and me trying to figure out more stuff in real life, like my real life right now, I guess you could call it, that is kind of hindering me from doing that. I know we have Amnesia going. I still want to finish, like, at least finish that to a point where I can say I finished it. Maybe not, probably not finishing the entire game, but at least say it to a point with that, you know, I'm done. I've died too many times, things like that for Amnesia. I kind of stopped doing the VGC stuff right now just because I was burning myself out on it again, just making a team and forcing myself through battles for it. So I didn't want to get too much burned out with that. I'm thinking some Showdown live sessions. I know we've been doing Showdown on stream a lot, and if you miss streams, it's basically sporadic. It's whenever I have people to be in a Skype call with me because I hate sitting there by myself. But if there's people in a Skype call and I just put up a stream and we'll just play Showdown tiers just because why not? I get bored with it. But I don't know if I want to try to bring actual Showdown lives. It's just I gotta talk to more people about getting more formats with that. I do want to start doing some collab work with people. It's just so many people are busy right now with the end of the, in college, the end of the semester, finals week. I'm busy with my own finals, so right now we may not be able to do anything, but hopefully starting of 2016 and going into it, especially going into the summer, we can get some more collab work and get some collab work going. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let me know too down below what you guys think, what you guys would like to see too. I would love to know that too down below. Question 6, what advice would you give to someone starting on YouTube? And then if it's myself starting out, what advice would I like to follow? The biggest thing of advice that I can give to anybody who's starting and that I can take away myself is to do you. Fuck everything else. Who gives a shit about drama? Do what you believe is right. Try to learn and grow in a positive manner, and not try to just get involved in drama and tear other people down just to do that. There's no reason to do that. You're not gaining anything by it, and if anything, you're looking more dumb than anybody else. If somebody has a problem with your videos, or someone has a problem with you, fuck them. Let them have their own problems. Like, that's what I think about it. Is like, if it's not a problem that's directly affecting how I live my life, and it's not endangering me, I don't give a shit about it. Like, that's kind of how it is. And it doesn't mean, about like world hunger, things like that. That's totally different. But I mean, for YouTube, it's like you can't get wrapped up in the drama. You have to do you first. You have to take care of yourself first. That's really how it is. You can't get wrapped up in what so many other people are doing, and so many other people are so angry about things, and you can't get wrapped up in that. You have to focus on yourself and better yourself first so that you can grow. That's the only way you will grow, in my opinion. And I'm trying to do that and doing my best with that, but that's what I can say. That's my best piece of advice. Do you. Fuck the stupid shit. Question 7. What was your favorite Pokemon video of 2015 been? I'll admit, the first time I read this question, I didn't read it as Pokemon video. I read it as what was your favorite video of 2015. I had a whole different thing for that, but then I just read it now off the spot as Pokemon video. I think the best Pokemon videos that I've seen, my favorites, have been some of Magnitude's pregame and his GBA battles. Just the style he has it, where it is literally like he's announcing a game. I love that. I love that idea, and it's so cool and different from what other people are doing. If you're post commentating, people are usually just going through the moves, going through their mind process a little bit. If they're live battling, it's actually going step by step by step what they're doing through the game. But the way he does it is like he's an announcer. Like he doesn't know what, like, he's pretending like he doesn't know what moves he's gonna do, but he's like jabbing at himself while jabbing at his opponent. I love that type of commentary from him, and that was some of my favorite videos. And now recommend a tuber with less subscribers than you that your audience will love. It's the last question. One of the guys who was in the PIC, Travis D, I'm looking at you. Trav, he was very, I mean, how can I say this? Like, he really tries hard and he does what he can with it, and I love that. That's the best thing that, like, if I can tell as a viewer that you are giving your best, that you're trying your hardest in every video that you do, you gain my subscription just as a viewer, or you gain my views as a viewer. You gain my subscription if you make me laugh, which Trav has done both times on his videos. So I'm gonna put a link down there. Go check him out. I believe he's at like 90 or something. He's not very far below me, which there aren't many, but I believe he really puts in the effort for his stuff. I know he's kind of been not the most consistent, but it's probably, I believe it's more to like IRL stuff, kind of like me. So it's kind of more to that. But seriously, give him a check out. Go look at this guy. He does what he can, and he does it well. Okay, now comes to the point of tagging people. Considering Beck stole my one tag I was gonna do with Enzo, I'm gonna tag 3 people in Jim, the Potato Jim, Dan, Sir Hawker, and Judy, the real Judy. 3 guys from the PIC. All 3 of us were in the playoffs. These 3 are the guys I'm tagging. All 3 of them. I was gonna have Jim be one of the guys I recommended, but I looked at the subscriber count and he has like 4 more than me. Damn you, Jim. Anyway, check these guys out. Their links will be down below. I'm gonna get up on here. I got a few more videos I gotta record today, and I'm hungry. I need food, shit like that. So, thank you guys for coming out. Check out everybody, all the links down below, from Toby, who created that, to the Chespin Jr. 98, who created the GFX, and then all Trav, Judy, Dan, and Jim down below. Go check all them out, Beck included. Didn't forget you, Beck. But I'm gonna get it put out here. Thank you guys for coming out. I'm Carson, Toxic Gaming, and as always, you guys stay toxic. We'll see you guys.